Welcome back to Dr. Schneider Tries to Beat Mega Man 7. So, went off camera, restocked everything, and 9 is the maximum amount of lives that we can carry. It won't let me get any more. Get these out of principle. See, it doesn't go up. So I think we're just going to go into it. Junk on freeze. Normally I wouldn't want to put my junk on something frozen, just saying. Welcome to the stream. Pretty good fight. Hello. Next is freeze for Slash Man. So hopefully we can get through Robot Masters without dying, so that we can get as many tries as possible on Wily. I also want to get through the first stage of Wily without taking any damage if possible. Because we have to tank damage on the second phase. So I really don't want to take any more damage than I have to. We do have 4 E-tanks and 1 S-tank. So worst comes to worst, we can heal a lot. Just don't want to come to that. Pretty bad fighting in Slash Man, considering I don't want to get hit at all. We won't use any items until we get to Wily, even if we have to use a continue. Like, I'd rather have to fight everything again than have to get the items again. And this is just a skill battle. Bad move there. Welcome to the stream. Ah, garbage. I accidentally switched. Yeah, that's fine. I saw you playing Witcher 1, which is just an amazing game. Also, welcome to the stream. Gonna use the danger wrap here. And we buggered it. But I saved it. Nice, thank you. I need to stop looking at chat when I'm fighting this boss, though. I don't want to get hit too many more times, if I can help it. If you're really close to the edge, be able to jump over this, or else your foot will just catch it. And that'll be that. Got the swag finish. Let's do this next. Turbo Man. So we want to use the noise here. Now I have a lot of trouble with Turbo Man because I can't actually hear him, so I'm going to turn the sound up on my TV. Yeah, there's an audio cue from Turbo Man, and I have all the Witcher games, actually. I have the Witcher 1 Enhanced Edition. Missed the audio cue there. That's it. I have Witcher 2. I have Witcher 3. And I have the Witcher Adventure game, which is like a board game. Also available through Steam. So this is a really easy boss in comparison. But the thing with Turbo Man is he revs his engine right before he charges. But I can't hear that very well with my headset. There's a way we can get him into a loop where he never gets to attack, but I keep missing the timing. So we'll just do it safe. There we go, that's the extra hit you can do. If you miss the timing though, you have to dodge. Not too bad. Alright, so against Count Chocula, we use the spring. This guy's also pretty hard when I can't hear the sound very well. Because I don't know who's going to do that. I don't know why vampires are weak to springs. Just remember that if you're ever attacked by a robot vampire, weakness is a spring to the heart. Here we can just destroy him though. As soon as he lands, we win. Now I'm going to switch to the fire weapon. This is a real interesting boss. So, I figured the trick for this boss last stream, where you hit him with the fire weapon, causes him to drop all his bombs, and you just jump between these ones. Oh. Keep hitting the shoulder buttons by accident, which messes things up. The shoulder buttons quick change your gear. Because the way I hold the controller, I often just hit them accidentally. So we took a death there that was completely unnecessary. All because I hit the shoulder button. But as long as we have all of our E-tanks for Wily, it doesn't matter if we go in with one knife.
Dick face!
I do.
What's up?
I'm just going through the Robot Masters real quick.
Yeah, apologies for being a bit delayed. I am fucking sore. And no, not from that.
So we're actually going to use a a weapon tank here because they're the least valuable of all the tanks.
That concert last night fucking was incredible.
Why don't you tell us about it? I'm just talking about the boss, so...
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic.
No, I'm literally just talking about bosses.
Okay. It's like I thought you were saying, like, I was talking about something important, but here, tell us what you were thinking. No. It was an Excision concert. It was an electronic dance music concert. Like, really heavy, like, bass and really heavy music. It was fantastic. I freaking got the absolute shit beat out of me, though. I was standing, like... I was standing at the front for, like, the first half of it.
Right.
And like, the way the speakers were set up, they had, like, the bottom, like, 3 rows. And those are really low frequencies, like bass, and they have the top ones. And they have them every so often.
So we're gonna fight Wily here. The first phase is weak to this weapon, and then when we beat this phase, I'll talk about the next one.
But I was standing in such a manner where the edge of that one of those speakers was right in the middle of my face. So my left ear got completely and utterly wrecked. My right ear was fine. So my balance was off the rest of the night. So that way I actually, did what half people recommended I do, and I'd forgotten to bring, which is buy a set of, they sell them these concerts with like half earplugs.
Right.
They're meant to help you if you, can't sit and deal with it.
Right.
But, I bought those, and then I was about mid-concert because I had to get my spot to go buy those. And, I ended up getting, the headliner came on, and this is a 4-artist show, headliner came on, and like mosh pits started everywhere, so I ended up being pushed into those and got the absolute crap beat out of me. It was fun as hell, but holy lord, my soul.
So we're getting a horrible pattern for this boss. This is just like...
Wily first stage?
Yeah, this is just the worst of all patterns.
Yeah, that one gave you trouble until you figured it out, but you might have to reacclimate to it.
No, it's just he's giving me a horrible pattern.
Really? How'd you do against Steve Man? Turbo Man?
I actually turned the sound up so I could hear when his engine revs properly.
Oh my god, bro, they actually used audio keys, I'm amazed.
I had to, because I took a death on him, and I took a death on, I took 2 deaths on the way down, but I avoided using items. Yeah, but I had 9 lives, because... Anyway, so this phase Wily is weak to Spring, but if he's out of range, we have to quickly switch to Frost. And only get 1 hit per phase. So we have to tank the electric shot here. I can take 1 more hit, and then I have to pop an E-tank. I can take no more hits because I'm not be able to hit the freeze one. I'm gonna use the E-tank right now. Okay, he's up there. Now the thing about freeze is you can aim it. You get 1 shot, switch back to coil. And use... I like how they incorporated that you have to use invincibility frames in the fight. Though. Okay, did poor there. That was good though. That was good. That was bad. We're gonna need E-tank, because there's only fire on this side. Took 2 hits there. You see Wily has like just a ton of HP. You want to hit with charge springs as often as possible. This is the E-tank. He's going to get hit by ice in all likelihood. Managed to get hit by the electricity, but then also got staggered. Take a regular hit here. We can tank this. We're going to get hit by that, so we have to E-tank again. So we're out of E-tanks, pretty bad situation. I'm also going to pop a weapon tank, because we want to keep using coil. Ah, almost. So if you hold the attack button down when you switch, you can get a charge without releasing a shot. We managed to dodge all 4 shots that time. Not that time, though. Good. Bad. I'm gonna pop the S-tank. That's our last heal. Out of range, bad. Got hit by lightning, which is good. Ice is the worst one to get hit by, because you actually take damage for both hits. Okay, got hit by the good one there. It's ever good to get hit. Oh, we might die here. Oh, he's one hit away, but so am I. No! So we have no healing now, but we still have to go through all those phases.
Damn.
One hit, though. Like, if I hadn't messed up, like, one time at any point. Maybe he'll give us a better pattern here, though.
Maybe. Those electricity orbs, when he drops them, are
Yeah, well, if you get hit by ice, you actually take damage for both of them. If you get hit by fire, you take lots of burning damage, but you don't get hit a second time. But it deals just about as much damage. So he
if
gave
you don't
me...
get hit by electricity, you're basically fucked.
Yeah, and sometimes it's not an option to get hit by electricity. Like, he doesn't even give you one to get hit by. And he doesn't drop any items in Phase 1, so you can't get anything back.
Really?
Even if you kill the minions, they don't drop anything.
Also, do you work tomorrow?
No, I have tomorrow off, but I work on Sunday, and I have Monday off because it's family day.
Okay.
Holiday.
Family.
Yeah, holiday no one cares about.
Oh, apparently whatever your government gives it, everybody holiday off.
Yeah, like, you can volunteer to work on family day, though. Like, you can sign up at your place of employment to be allowed to work it.
Are you going to?
I didn't. I've already worked like 6 days. Worked 6 days straight. See, he just gave us 4 fires that time, so there wasn't a lot we could do. What, 3 fires and ice that time. So we're already basically dead. And he's also hiding up in the rafters. Yeah, so there's just nothing we could do there. I also got the energy items, so when I pick up weapon energy, it goes to all my weapons.
Well, that certainly helps.
Yeah, well, normally the weapon tanks only fill up your currently equipped weapon to the max. It gives you infinite weapon points. But since I have that item, it actually fills up all my weapons. Because it distributes infinite points evenly between all weapons. So the energy balancer is a really good item. So it's better than pretty good. It's really good. So far, we're having a good phase 1. He did catch me there, but not too bad. That's the only hit we take, we're doing well. And it is possible to do no damage, because you can kind of manipulate how the orbs go, but usually I'm not in the right position relative to Wily to manipulate them in such a way I can get past them. Didn't get my charge early enough, but I think I should be charged now. No way we can hit that. And then he gives us these patterns where he just hides up in the ceiling. There's nothing you can do. Got a full dodge on that one, though. And we're dead. And the worst part is, even though we have basically no hope without E-tanks, we can't exit the level. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it doesn't work. So we have to use up all our lives to leave. Like, I could load our checkpoint save, if I wanted to.
You could. I mean, this fucking boss fight is like the bane of your existence.
Yeah, the checkpoint save is with my full loadout before the Robot Masters. So what I might do, just to save time, is when if I run all my lives out, instead of going to the store, buying all this stuff again, and then fighting the Robot Masters, I'll just load my checkpoint save. Probably save us 15 minutes. But I won't do it until I actually get a game over. Just in case I have a really good phase 2. It's been known to happen, where you just have this pattern that never hits you.
Right.
I've never had it in Mega Man 7, but if you watch my past Mega Man streams, you'll see that sometimes I get to the final Wily fight, and I've just got nothing. I have to beat him with the Bloody Buster.
Dodge.
Yeah, the second one was not so nice though. You'll be seeing it in a second.
Yeah, that one got you something good.
I keep jumping a little bit too early on those energy balls. And they got smart in Mega Man 7. Select... Well, in the NES games, start and select would pause the game. Start would open the menu, and select would just pause it without opening the menu. So, okay. What you could do is you could hit the select pause rapidly, and it would cause you to pass through objects without taking damage.
So you could choose the shit out of it.
Well, it was a thing in all of the classic Mega Man games. I guess this one's a classic now too. But For this, why did those guys not stick together like they're supposed to? For this one, select does not pause the game, so I can't just, like, spam select to go through those elemental balls. Awful first phase. Basically, for this next phase, we have to have... Well, we have to have him spawn high every time, and then stand directly underneath him, so that we can make the balls track down, and then move sharply to the side. I think that's the most effective way to dodge. Yeah. He has to be above you, and you have to stand directly underneath him. It doesn't work if he's low, though, so I just tried it. They don't give you enough space. So he has to be at his third stage. Like, we could switch to bold by scrolling through. I just don't like doing it. I have to have a good first phase, and I have to have him at the highest tier of hovering all second phase to do this without healing. And if he comes low, the spring doesn't deal that much more damage.
Well, what gets me is the fact it doesn't seem you can lock him into a pattern.
No, he's one of the only bosses in the game that when you hit his weakness, he doesn't do an easy pattern. Pretty much every other boss in the game, when you hit their weak point, they'll do the same attack pattern over and over again, which has a dodge frame associated with it.
You're doing a lot better this one, though.
He's being nicer this time.
Like, he's still taking a little bit of bad damage, but...
Yeah, well, he has a couple options when he summons the minions and starts walking out. He can bounce 1, 2, or 3 times, jump, or charge.
So it's hard to gauge what you can actually do.
I messed up that one. I got hit by fire on that one that I couldn't get away from. He's really breaking my balls.
I mean, if you end up needing a break, you can play a little Souls and then come back.
No, I think I just need to get some focus.
Okay.
Like we have two more tries on Wily before I bring us back to our checkpoint. And if we can get through the Robot Masters without taking too many losses, I might make another checkpoint before the Wily fight just so we can skip the Robot Masters. Because they take a little bit of time.
I would just go... What I would do if I were you at this point, I would leave, I would go out, I would get a perfect amount of items, I'd restock everything to that. I would try to do the best I can to get a perfect run on the Robot Masters, and then make a checkpoint.
Well, that's what I did. Off camera, I farmed tons of bolts and bought everything in the game to the maximum capacity it would allow. Extra lives, E-tanks, weapon tanks, special tanks, everything.
But it just hasn't stuck?
Well, I saved all my tanks for Wily, and I popped them on my first run. And that's when I died, like one hit away from beating him.
Damn. Well, maybe you're gonna have to do that again to be able to beat him.
Yeah, like, it doesn't matter how many lives I come down with, because I'm going to use all my tanks on one life. So even if I get down on my last life, that's the only life that matters.
Yeah.
I wish I could trap him in a danger wrap, but the spikes on the sides would pop bubble, I guess. Like, when he doesn't even give me an electric shot, though, that breaks my balls. Like, we're just gonna burn down here and there's nothing I can do about it. Like, I wish spamming the button would make you shake off the burn quicker or something.
Jesus Christ.
The second phase of Wily is pretty unfair in Mega Man 7. Because sometimes he just doesn't even give you the electric one, or he puts it on the side you're not on, or he just does 4 fires, which is pretty bad. I still think Ice does more damage total.
It feels like you acquire the grace of RNG just so you have a chance of getting it.
Like, there's an element of RNG beyond which you'd normally expect from a final boss fight. See, there he just did the leap, which is probably the worst one for him to do, because there's no way around it. Because the spikes are too low to slide under when he's standing still. You have to wait for him to bounce or jump or something. When he just lunges across, if those skull guys are between you and him, you can't react to it because you just slide in the skull guys. And the skulls are immune to most weapons from the front, because the skulls are like a shield for them. A couple weapons can beat them from the front, but most of them you have to get behind them, but they turn as soon as you do, so it's kind of a moot point. Yeah?
What happened if when Wily showed up and he shot balls if you jumped towards him?
Then you get hit by the balls you spawn on the other side of them.
So you can't just, like, dodge them in that manner?
Unfortunately, no. The window between them is too small, too. It's smaller than a Mega Man. So it's going to go right back to the Robot Master.